Shelli Stelmak, Queen of Exquisite Style with Bella TV at Cedar Hill Country Club. I am so excited to be here in support of the Goose Flights Foundation. Now, this is a celebration of Tony Siragusa's life. I am here with his family who can explain what this golf and celebrity tournament means to them. This is Sammy Siragusa.
Hi. Today is a very special day to honor the legacy of our dad, who has created an incredible legacy for himself and has really, touched the lives of many, many people. Since his unexpected passing, my siblings and I have made it our mission to continue on his legacy and continue to touch as many lives as possible.
And you obviously have, an incredible guy loved by all. Ava Siragusa, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I know that it would be something my dad would be continuing on with today. Those would definitely be his plans, and we're just simply carrying out the big vision that he had.
Anthony, can you say a few words about the foundation and what it means to you?
The girls really hit the nail on the head here. They covered it all. We're just trying to keep the legacy going.
What a family. All I hear is how much your father, Tony Siragusa, is loved by absolutely everyone. Everybody thinks he's a part of the family or they're part of your family. Yeah. What does that mean for you? How many celebrities came out? How many people that came to support? What does that mean for you?
It means a lot. It means a lot because it's all for a really great cause. This foundation means a lot to us because we're utilizing our dad's private jet charter company to give back for good and transport children with illnesses on a private jet to better healthcare facilities and veterans to retreats, so on and so forth. So
that's absolutely incredible. And I know last year you had done something that was on the anniversary of, it just all worked out. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Ava?
So basically, we arranged through Goose Flights and Titan Aviation a trip, all expenses paid trip to the Super Bowl for a boy we met, Caden Winstead. Caden Winstead was an amazing young boy that we met who actually had a brain injury on the day of the Super Bowl. That was this year's Super Bowl coming up, and it was the 1-year anniversary of his injury, and we got to show him a whole different world that's behind the curtains in the football world.
That's incredible. Were you there, Anthony, and what did that do for you to see how you made an impact on somebody's life?
Absolutely, it was amazing. We got to see the whole experience, the three of us, from him taking off on the private jet to him landing on the private jet in Arizona, and the whole experience, getting to his house and walking him into the doors of the Super Bowl. So all three of us took part in that, and that's truly unbelievable how it feels to be a part of something like that.
So special. Giving back makes such a difference. Sometimes, really, not sometimes, just always. Yes. The more you give, the more you personally get. And I know that it must have been difficult losing your dad, but celebrating him in this way, it means the world. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about tonight's entertainment, too.
So this whole golf tournament has been our way of resembling everything our dad would want, how he would want us to celebrate him. He wouldn't want us being sad. He wouldn't want us crying. He wouldn't want us to be crying. But we have his favorite Jersey Shore band here tonight playing, kicking things off. We have DJs. We have so much food. We have all the drinks, everything.
But tonight we have the Kirk and the Jerks.
That was his favorite, correct?
Yes.
I can't wait to hear them tonight.
Absolutely, and I do want to say thank you to my sister she's the president of this foundation, and none of this would be possible without her. None of it. So again, thank you to Sam for providing such a special night for so many people and leaving a great legacy for our father.
You are all incredible children. I'm sure he is so proud, looking down, smiling on you all, making this a celebration of his life. I am so excited to be standing next to none other than Vin Rock of Naughty by Nature. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm back again, man. I feel like I've moved into this spot.
I think you need a new song like that. Back again.
Yeah, it's called the Golf Club, the Country Club.
Can you say, We love you, Shelli Stelmak, Queen of Exquisite Style.
We love you, Shelli Stelmak, Queen of Exquisite Style. Would you look at all of this?
And this.
I'm like, wow. I mean, how do you do it, love?
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Well, my thing is, it's all about hip-hop for us. We're celebrating the 30th anniversary of our second album, 1993, which features the hit song Hip Hop Hooray this year. That is the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, so there's a lot of celebrations going on here.
A lot of celebration, a lot of events, a lot of parties. Now,
Yes.
I know you as the businessman behind everything. That is what impresses me the most about you. Truly, honestly, like the brains, I'm saying everybody is brilliant, but really, the fact that you tuned in to the merch at an early stage in the career, could you tell us about that? Because that is what amazes me.
Well, the thing about entertainment and business in general, especially right now, it's all about the direct-to-fan business. So even when we opened our retail store, Naughty Gear, in 1994, downtown Newark, New Jersey, it was all about direct-to-consumer. So people from the community could always walk in our storefront, buy our goods, purchase our goods, meet and greet us, and then 20 years later, 25 years later, that's the most important aspect of this business. It's all about content and direct to consumer.
Tell us why you're here to support Goose Flights and their foundation.
Oh my goodness, man. Tony Siragusa, he was an OG in the football and sports, arena. He was a great announcer. So since his untimely passing, it's only right, man, that we come here in Jersey and we support our Jersey legends. And all of these foundations, I'm new to like the golf sphere and the golf atmosphere, but there's a lot of fundraising going on here. Tons of great organizations, nonprofits, and they give back to the community. So it's important we do that.
I'm here with Rick Cerrone.
How are we doing today?
Very well.
I think you live here. Both of us live here. We've been in 3 events in a week, I think.
It's actually a fact.
Yeah.
1 week. So many things that are going on, and what's incredible is how we both want to give back. You do so much. You really give to so many organizations. Your support is incredible. How does that affect your life, being around and really giving your support?
Well, you know what? I had a foundation for 15, 20 years. It was called Teach Our Children, based out of Newark, New Jersey, where it was my hometown. So all the guys that used to support mine, I always support theirs. It's what we did in a community to raise money for good causes. And for Tony Siragusa, who left us way too soon, he was such a great guy. And the one thing I noticed today, everybody has a smile on their face because that's what Tony did.
I know that you give back to so many different organizations and you are here supporting so many of them. You have a special organization and it is a Adopt a Soldier Foundation.
Right.
Why is that so important to you?
Well, Adopt a Soldier, we send care packages to the troops and help with wounded care when they come back. My new wife, her oldest son was in Afghanistan, and they got Adopt a Soldier got his name. They sent him over like a Keurig coffee maker, and some cigars and candy, and he was the head of the camp. And the thing we have to remember, those guys are over there doing stuff that nobody else wants to do, and they're doing it for us. So the more we can make them realize that we appreciate what they're doing, the better everybody's going to be. So that's what we do with Adopt a Soldier. We try to make those guys know that we still love them and appreciate them while they're in combat and after they come back.
But I have to tell you, today felt like something that Tony Siragusa would have loved. This was a celebration of his life.
In every way.
There were so many laughs. You could see just how much people were enjoying themselves. His presence was really here today. And even though I never got to meet him, I certainly feel like I miss him.
I have both Peter and Paul Alessio here to talk about how much this Goose Flights Foundation and family and the celebration of Tony Siragusa means to them.
Tony was one of the best and kindest and biggest hearts you could ever find in the world. Always, when you go out to dinner, it would take us 10 hours to get through dinner.
Where'd you go?
Everywhere. You name it, we ate it. But it would take, because he would stop and talk to everybody, and his heart. And for the veterans, Tony was like a big support of the veterans. Like, unbelievable.
That's one of my big causes as well as the Goose Flights Foundation.
Yeah, he's larger than life. Tony always was, and he was a great man, and his children are putting on a great event for him, and we appreciate being here, and it's an honor to be here in Tony's honor.
I have Artie Pasquale from The Sopranos. How you doing here today?
I'm having a great time. This is unbelievable. Yeah, friends, people I'm learning who have new friends, I should say. But it's just wonderful. I'm eating so much food, drinking so much. I think Goose himself has set the table here.
How do you feel about, and what is your relationship with Tony Saragusa?
Well, other than playing against Tony, just the fact that his charity is helping kids or anybody who's trying to get to that can make them healthy or get them healthy by flying through Goose Flights. So it's just a great idea to give people firsthand experience to get to treatment or to get to, or even if they're going on vacation, something they've never done. And that's what Goose Flight offers, is an unusual but usual opportunity to fly.
Now, football and, athletics really brings you together like a family.
Yeah.
What did Tony Saragusa mean to you?
The great thing about Tony was, Tony created great balance for me in my life. I tend to work a little bit too much, and
Me
Tony
too.
was one of those guys that, hey, you're ready to do the game when you get here on Saturday. You don't have to continue to grind. Celebrate a little bit, relax, and that way, when you do things, it comes from a different position. Your perspective is unique with what you're talking about. So, he was fantastic for me, and I think you make a great point. You talk about, the people that come into your lives, and you do all these different things, and you can always grab a little bit, because when you win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, you think you've learned a lot, and there's a lot of information there. And then if you shut down or you close down and you don't take advantage of the opportunity to meet somebody as unique as Tony, and take all the wisdom that he has, or the way that he goes about things, and incorporate that into what you've already known and what you've learned. I mean, it was so important for me to learn from a different perspective, because we're in a culture for 11 years, 12 years with the Dallas Cowboys, but to get somebody from the Baltimore Ravens that had taken a different road than I had to get to the NFL, and so he's learned different things than I have, and for us to be able to share those traits and those ideas and how this could benefit you and this could benefit me, it was fantastic.
This has been an incredible night with incredible talent, celebrities, in support, of course, and in celebration of Tony Saragusa. It was incredible. The band, his favorite band, was here. Oh my goodness, the people, the support, the charity, everybody here in support and in memory of Tony Saragusa.